I've had the great pleasure of working with a lot of good people representing different missions, including some a friend from the Middle East, and I see Ambassador Mubarak hiding there behind my wife. Actually, I want to introduce my wife Cheryl, who I met in the Middle East at AUB in Lebanon. So, I see the distinguished representative of OIC there, and you have some students from Tajikistan interning. So it's really the broad Middle East that's represented here. It's a great honor to be here with you. I wish you all a good evening. It's lovely surrounding the great view of the park and New York City. So it's thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. What a wonderful role that the American government has played at the United Nations by having such a great representative who is kind and respectful of everyone. And this is the only way, as I had said before. We are all God's creations and God creatures. And to be together, we have to respect each other, because we are all created by the same Creator. So how can we look down at each other and say, oh, I'm better than you? We're not. We are all the same. And thank you, Ambassador. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And I have to add, he has a fantastic wife. And she is doing great work for the children and orphanage of Afghanistan. And we are very proud. I am very proud, as I am sure a lot of people that know your work would be very proud. I have worked with the United Nations Women's Guild, and I headed them for almost 8 years. And this is all what we did, is to send money to orphans throughout the world. And this group were created by the spouses of the creators of the United Nations. And for the victims of the war in Europe. And of course that no longer exists, so then we spread to all over the world to help. And I was proud to help orphans. But then after 9/11, when this whole thing with the Middle East issue came about, as horrifying of an act as it was, we cried. I know I cried and cried and cried, and I'm very proud to be an American of a Lebanese background. But it was needed to tell the world, look, there's wonderful people in the Middle East. There's wonderful people in the world. Just few bad people do not make a whole country or a whole nations. And so when we see all of you here, and each and every one is great in what they're doing, it makes me even more proud. And Anne, you're doing a great job with what you're doing with widows. And of course, Shamina here also is doing a great job with trying to coordinate all of us. And each and every one, you know, are doing a fantastic job. And now I would leave you to more great food, Lebanese food, and wonderful music. And please feel free to dance and have more wine or whatever. Thank you all. Thank you again.